Who's taking the title from Roman Reigns?
If it's up to me, it's me. You know, but I don't know, man. I'd say whoever does is primed again for a rocket to the moon.
They have to be, no?
Yeah, I mean, the guy's certainly operating on a level the very few have in the history of our industry. For sure. You know, he everything he does, he really found his groove being the tribal chief, this kind of mob boss character. He really found it. And when he was with us in the Shield, you know, he was learning, and then when he was out on his own, he couldn't quite figure out exactly what he wanted to be, you know, and that's just a lack of experience. You know, he's got his foot in the wrong shoe kind of thing. You know, the company saw him in a certain way, and I don't think that aligned with what his personality is and the way he saw himself. And then, you know, one of the things that 2020 and 2021 gave us as an organization was an opportunity to try things that we may not normally do because nobody was watching TV at the time. We were still doing live shows every single week, but we had a chance to play with our characters and take some risks. And one of those things that happened was, in wrestling jargon, turning Roman Reigns heel, which maybe would never have happened had we not, you know, been stuck in a warehouse for 18 months or whatever. But it turned into one of the best possible outcomes for him and for the industry. If you look at the story arc of what the bloodline and Roman Reigns has been over the past few years, it's virtually unmatched in our industry. It's virtually unmatched. It's so hard because of injuries, because of the crowd not always jibing what you're doing. You got to change stuff sometimes from what you want, but to be able to consistently tell just a very logic-based, emotion-based story for years on episodic television. I mean, we're talking, again, every week, 52 weeks a year for years. Like Game of Thrones, they tell a story in 10 episodes, right? And that plays out over years when you have the continuity of the stories. But to be able to do that with Usos, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman for years, every single week, that's wild. Nowhere else on television or in movies are you going to find anything like that. It doesn't even come close. Yeah. It's pretty impressive. And so, like I said, what he's set up, that's the thing. Who's going to be the guy to take the throne and really push the industry into the next phase? Because this is his era, his title. SmackDown is his show. Like, whoever takes that from him, it's going to be a big deal.
I hate to say it, but he's excellent.
Yeah, I know.
He's excellent.
There's no arguing that. You can say a lot of other things about him, but you cannot deny how incredible he is at what he does.